Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Behind the Counter with Bree. Today, we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship and kids in tow. So, I have Aiden and Desmond here. They are here to answer some of my questions and see how they feel about being a kid with a entrepreneur as a parent. Aiden, do you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, so I am Aiden. I am 21. Ladies, I am single and ready to mingle, but don't expect me to shoot my shot first because I'm afraid.
Okay, introduce yourself now, Desmond.
My name is Desmond.
Dude, that's so tough. That's so
That's so
tough.
freaking tough.
That was
Okay,
tough.
these are my children. Welcome to my show. And thank you for being supportive. But I got some questions for you. And answer them honestly, unfiltered, just what you think of up, off the top of your head. So, anyway, first question is, how do you feel about me owning my own business?
Think that it's pretty flippin' cool. Because how many people on Earth, probably a lot if you really think about the grand scale of things, but how many people that we know in our circle can say their mom owns a spa? Yeah, not a lot of
Yeah.
people can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
What he,
Desmond?
what he
What
said.
he said? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like my work takes up too much of my time?
Too much? Probably no. Does it take up a lot? Yes. But it doesn't really get in the way of anything important. I wouldn't say.
Okay, Desmond?
I'd say the same thing, but sometimes it does get a little annoying that you stay out a lot.
At work late?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever felt like I put my business before you?
No. Anytime we needed something, you were there and we got what we actually needed. I say actually needed because there's a difference from what we want and what we actually need.
Yeah.
Toilet paper.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, okay. Have you or do you feel proud of me for running my own business?
Yes. Next question.
These are my children.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, okay. 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 So then do you feel like I'm available when you need me?
Yes. Next question.
Okay. Are there any special moments you wish we could have had more of?
I don't think that's ever a problem. The only special moments I can think are my birthday, and you were always
Okay.
there or did something special. If it wasn't the day of, the day after, or days before, you always found a way.
Desmond,
What he said.
are you just here
Bars. I
so
was
you don't
telling
get fined?
bars. And I
Okay.
just straight facts.
Okay,
Printer.
let's see. Let's see
No
what's my
printer.
other notes say. How does it make you feel when I have to work late or miss an event because of my business?
Like I said, I can't think of a day, an important day where I'm like, I need my mom here, and you were just like, Nah, I gotta work. I can't save you. There's
Yeah. One time, it was my 16th birthday. You had to go work, but other than that, it's fine because it's understandable.
Okay.
Pick that up.
Probably.
Yeah, it did. Have you ever felt you couldn't talk to me about something because I was too busy?
No. Next question.
No, because even if you were busy, we'd tell you anyways.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. Have you ever felt proud of something I've accomplished at work?
Yes.
Yes,
Next
next
question.
question.
What is that? What is it
Okay.
that you feel proud of that I
Okay,
accomplished?
so there's the oh man, I just moved that entire thing. There's the burrito business, Better Business Bureau, and then there's the Tulsa is she. Wait,
She is so
she is hers. She is Tulsa.
She is
She's
Tulsa, yes. That was a fun event. So, if you don't know what She is Tulsa is, She is Tulsa is a magazine that a local photographer does for women entrepreneurs. And she writes an article about that person and their business. And I was featured in it. And it was amazing. It was a good experience. The photographer's name is Nicole Barton. She now has recently moved to Atlanta, but I'm sure she's still doing it. The She is Tulsa, I'm sure she's probably going to do She is Atlanta because that's where she moved. But anyway, okay, next question. Do you feel like I listen to you when you talk to me about how you feel?
Yes.
Yes, next question.
Oh my goodness. Do you
I
understand
can't think
why?
of a time otherwise.
What'd you say?
I can't think of a time otherwise.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was thinking too.
yeah.
Yeah. Next question.
Do you feel like you understand why I work so hard?
Yes.
Sorry.
Listen, you can
Sorry.
keep that. You can keep that. But yeah, we understand.
Yeah.
Money.
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 Okay, anyway, do you feel like my business has made our family stronger or more distant?
Yes, next wait.
Stronger.
But
Why has it made it stronger, Desmond?
What made our family a little stronger is that you're doing this for us. Like you're doing the business and everything for us. Kind of don't really know how to put it into words, but it kind of makes us together more.
I don't know why you're
Aiden,
looking
do
at
you
me.
have anything to say? No?
What I said. Bars.
Have you ever felt inspired by what I've built with my business?
Yes. Next question.
That's for him, but I am proud of what you did. I think inspired from just a business standpoint, I'm going to say no because your aspirations and goals are a little different from mine. But if I'm inspired by your work ethic, your kind of like the obstacles you've overcome, then yes. But the business side of things, probably no.
Thanks. That's good.
What he said.
If you could change one thing about how I balance work and family, why would it be? Not why, what would it be?
There's nothing I could change. Next question.
What else, Chuck?
Okay. What's one thing I do really well when it comes to balancing work and family?
I'm trying to think of an actual example, but like you do it so often. It's not like, oh, that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just
Okay.
a norm. Can't really point out a specific time.
Do you feel like you're a part of my business journey? You like to be more involved?
I was a part of the business journey for a bit. I worked her front desk, had to answer calls, and there some rude people. There's a person that I can recall. And fold sheets. Those fitted sheets, not easy. It could be easy, but I'm very unintelligent, so that was rough.
That's not true. You're very intelligent. You learned how to fold them.
I learned how to fold them.
Don't lie to him.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. You guys. Oh, okay. Do I make you feel like a priority?
Yes.
Why are my kids like this? What is a memory? Tell me a memory from whenever from when I started my business to now. Is there a specific memory that you have that involves,
What do you mean involves here?
like, there's a specific memory that you experienced while.
I got one. I remember whenever we were at the hold place, you would have that big old TV. We would watch Shrek 3, I think, and I used to
Shrek 3.
I used to be scared of Donkey.
Going da.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
That was the best part of the day is making him watch it.
Yeah, he would.
Oh, look.
He would hold my face. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He
These are
puts
my
himself
children,
on.
people. These are my children. Is there anything else that you like how you feel with me being an entrepreneur or having a business? Would you rather me continue to do this or could you see me doing anything else?
No, cannot see you doing anything else.
No, you like rubbing naked bodies, so.
Hey, bars.
Bars.
Bars. I wish that was my job. But
Bro.
but from the fact that you literally came from a little small town with no more than 800 people.
There's more than that. I think there was like 3,000.
Yeah.
For that little small town.
In Fredonia. And then
Okay.
you were doing jobs in like Independence and Shea. That's 30, 40 minutes out of the way almost every day. Like us being on our freaking DS playing Mario Kart. I still remember the one in Shea that one of your clients brought their kids and they had DSs. And I swept them at Mario Kart DS. They had nothing on me. And he was always in last because he didn't know what the hell the drive button was.
Yeah, I was just.
Where it counts. Dab me up.
Thank you for answering these questions for me.
A show.
And I appreciate it. For being a
okay,
part of this
Not
lovely podcast.
Can
And
I ask you one more-
so
Mom.
I want to say goodbye to you guys. Say goodbye.
Bye.
So you guys, I want to thank you guys for doing this. And if you've gotten any value out of me asking these questions that you may have not even asked your own kids about, it's going to be in the transcript of this. So you guys can take the questions that I asked and ask your kids how they feel and what can you do to make them feel like you're more present and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read my notes because it's just better that I read them. And that way I can get it fully down and so you guys can understand and how to juggle and do things for your family and your business. And please go and subscribe, share this video if you're getting any value. What I have is The first thing you need to do is set boundaries between work and home, away from work, and actually fully give 100% attention to your family. And then use a separate space so that it's not like creeping into your family time and all that. I've always had a separate place for my business. And my house, I had a select few come to my house and get services, but you don't always want to do that. So I learned how to balance that issue. And then communicate boundaries. Let your clients and staff know when you're available and when you're not. And whenever you give out your personal number to your clients, make sure you know that you don't have to text them back right away, even if it's not until the next day or even 2 days later, because you have your time and you will get back to it as soon as you can. And don't make it too long, but make it to where they know that, hey, you will eventually get to them and you're not forgotten. And I've had to learn that the hard way because I'm always a people pleaser and I don't want someone to be upset with me. But now I finally was like, you know what? You're going to have to wait until the next morning when I can get myself together and focus on business and not when I'm at home. And then schedule everything. I schedule everything. I have a lot of my stuff planned out to where I have stuff planned out 2, 4, 6 months out in advance, even into the next year, even with my clientele. So that also helps. And then focus on one thing at a time. So the things that you do have scheduled, focus on those things, especially if it's for one day. Go through the list and make lists. I always tell people make lists so that way you can check off what you've done instead of trying to keep it in your memory bank because it's, okay, what was I supposed to do again? Always write it down. And we always have our phones on us, so you can always put the things that you need to do in your notes or however you want to do it. Just makes it a lot easier. And if you have little kids and you're starting in the business, involve your kids. Have them do things. Like Aiden said that this was recent, but I had him folding sheets. And as he's gotten older, that they can answer phones and do that stuff. Just give them an idea of what you actually do so they can have an appreciation for it. And then you can do mommy time, daddy time, depending on what it is. And then you have work time. Let them know when it's their special time so they feel prioritized. I didn't do this a lot when the kids were younger. I wish I would have. But as they've gotten older and they've actually voiced how they feel, like they want to spend time with me and actually voice that, I will definitely do things to make them feel special. And I hope I've done that, which I feel like I have. So, and then streamline and delegate. So since I have scaled my business, I actually have more people on my team to where I can delegate work. And that has actually helped me a lot because now I'm not having to do all the things like answering phones, scheduling people, cleaning, and actually doing the service and all that kind of stuff. Now I have other people that can help me. And then with my social media, I can schedule things out to where I don't have to be on the computer all the time to where I am actually having to manually do it. They have programs now to where you can do a whole bunch of content and memes and all that kind of stuff, and you can schedule it out to where you have a month's worth of stuff that can help you. And then you don't have to do nothing. Just schedule it and then move about your day. And then the next time is when you need to film content and all that kind of things. And I am just now recently getting to where I'm doing more content. So I am learning just as well as I'm sure you are. That's why you're here. So again, if you are getting any value of this, please subscribe on all of our social media, on YouTube, everything. Just follow us at Behind the Counter with Bree. And then if you want to share your story, you can also email me at behindthecounter918@gmail.com. And all that information will be down below in the description. So again, if you're getting any value, please subscribe, follow, and then share. And then self-care and non-negotiables. Like, you have to take care of yourself in order to get this done. Because they always say you can't pour into someone when you have an empty cup. And that is 100% true. I used to just go and not take care of myself to where now I make me time where I get massages, I go get pedicures and stuff like that. And that's just a way I can decompress. So whatever your downtime is and your self-care is, whether it's getting your hair done or getting a massage or going to play golf or play basketball or whatever, make sure you do that for you. Because if you are not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of your business nor your family. And then give yourself grace. Let go of perfection. Some days will be messy. And let me tell you, mixing business and work life and family life it can be so messy. And I've learned that I cannot be perfect, even though I've tried to make things be perfect and even look perfect, when in all reality it wasn't. And the people that have been closest to me have seen that spiral downfall, whatever you want to call it, just losing control, or you feel like you're losing control when you're really not. You're just going through some things because you try to be perfect because of what social media has made people feel like they need to. Don't ever feel like you need to be perfect, because no one is. Even the people that seem perfect on social media, which we all have later learned. And then celebrate your small wins. So anything that you feel is not significant, but it's making your business life easier or your family life easier, celebrate it. It could be anywhere from scheduling your stuff for social media content, or even making time to schedule for your family. Hey, we're going to have a special dinner each Thursday. No, this is what we're going to do, or we're going to have game night. Those are wins. Or you got your laundry done. Celebrate those. It's that is what matters, is all the little things, because then the big things, it's even more rewarding. So I hope you guys got some type of value out of this, and that I helped you guys understand that owning a business, running a business, and having kids, it's hard, and that you're going to have to sacrifice between having the kids and going to work. And I've had to do that. And I've learned that kids are okay with it. Kids are pretty resilient. And if you give them that open space, that open dialogue to where they can tell you anything, it makes it much easier. So with that being said, I hope you guys got some kind of value out of this. I hope that you're still watching. Please subscribe, follow Behind the Counter with Bree. Share your stories with me. I plan on sharing your stories, and then I'll see you on the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And remember, it's not what always happens in front of the counter, it's what happens behind the counter. Have a good night. Peace.